Trash taste highlights. This was too weird for even most critical to film. I'm interested what this is. What this is about. Let's go.
But one thing I've always liked about your anime videos and your just videos about reviewing media in general is that you always come through it with such a different lens from like how like hardcore fan bases would view it. Like if I see you review an anime, I know I'm not just gonna get an anime fan's perspective, but someone who just likes media in general, you know. And I think I think that's something that's really, really missing in the anime community, in fact, because so many people.
I don't watch both of these at all. Like, even a little bit. I do watch Moist, but I do not watch... I did watch Gigok for, like, a couple of months. Eventually got this interested, though. Huh. Yeah, that's Sea Dog VA. Yeah, it is. But I don't watch him either.
In anime, for the longest time, if you're an anime fan, you are nothing but an anime fan.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Like you don't consume any other media.
Yeah, right. And I think a lot of anime fans forget, especially, anime's fucking weird a lot of the times. I think we've just I think we've just gotten used to a lot of the weird shit that we can't even pinpoint it anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets a little wacky. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm very tired of the trope.
Sometimes, like, me personally, I don't watch a lot of anime that could be considered weird, but that's also due to the fact that I'm, not too much into the anime watching stuff. Like, if I find something that I think is good, cool, I'll watch it, but I have never gotten to the weird stuff, like Reader, Healer, or... I think the weirdest thing I've ever watched, and like watched the entire thing, was Bastard on Netflix. It was literally just about like the entire show is literally, and the manga also is literally just like a heavy metal fan like using names of like bands and putting it in there, and like the main character is literally just a mage who like wants to like create a boss, like a what's the word, a harem out of women, and the men work as slaves. I think that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, not the worst, but the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Anime is either the most basic shit or the weirdest fever dream you'll ever have. Liar. I'm not lying, actually. Like, I just started out like with like the current first two episodes of Solo Leveling.
Trope of everyone's like a middle schooler when it has no place in it. Tokyo Revengers, I get, is based off of the guy's like actual experience.
Yeah.
But why the fuck are they still middle schoolers? They could have been adults.
It literally like made the show like 2 points worse.
Absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
Just because they insisted on keeping them like 13.
There's no reason to. Like they're riding motorcycles. Their parents aren't present. Like there's
They're
no
fighting
reason.
all the time.
Even if you just look at the character designs, you're like, you can't tell me he's a 14.
Yeah, there's literally there's a guy who's like
Like,
7
you literally
foot,
look like 27.
7 foot, gets stabbed and lives, and he's 14. Fuck off. No way.
But isn't it weird that we're not okay with that when it comes to something like Tokyo Revengers, but if it's something like Baki, we're like, yeah.
I think because Baki never asked you to get invested in like a serious emotional way.
God, Baki's so good.
Yeah, Baki is really just like... I don't know how to perfectly describe it, but the only thing I think I get from Baki is... Man, I gotta get as huge as they are. I mean, I'd never get... I would never get as huge as they are, but still, like... I don't know, for Baki, it's really just like... I just like Baki. I just like it. I don't know what I specifically like about it. It's really just like... huge dudes.
It's fucking insane,
It's
man.
so silly.
I think we've been saying we're like if only it caught on a little bit more, it could easily be like that JoJo level of show of like kind of meme.
They need to increase the animation budget though. I don't know if you watched the recent ones. It's like very much like still images that they shake a camera on.
Yeah. If it got like JoJo's level of animation, I swear it would be like as popular. I think.
I mean, Baki's done weirder shit than JoJo.
Oh,
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
It's not even a comparison.
Yeah.
In like I just love that Baki will do the stupidest shit, but it will deliver it to you in the most serious narration. It'll be like, oh my god,
Just the fact that
sex scene.
he
The
literally
sex
powers
scene.
up after he loses.
That
It's the
shit-
best thing in the world.
How is that not like?
Yeah. So pretty much like a Saiyan after they almost die. Interesting.
Like the most iconic scene.
And
in
his
anime.
dad's just like sitting there. Just, all right. It's the best.
That whole season was amazing. I can't remember the big mafia guy's name, but he comes up to him when
Hanayama?
yep,
Oh, yeah,
Hanayami.
yeah.
They're at the river, and he comes up and he's like, "Your girlfriend. Does she want to be a prostitute or something?" And he's like, "Well, no, I don't think so." And then she's like getting really serious, like, "Oh my God, Baki, like maybe I will or whatever." It was like such a weird scene. I remember watching that. I was like, "This is amazing. Like this is
the best
absolutely
shit.
amazing."
One that stuck with like Baki, that one scene where he tells his girlfriend like she wants to be a lover with others, that their relationship is only a promise between them two, and if she wants to go somebody else, then she could. It's very Baki's view on relationships is very interesting.
Yeah.
And everyone forgets he's 14 in the show.
Yeah.
He's like 8 feet tall.
Just gets revived
Yeah.
from drinking like 10 liters of sugar water. Did you say
Oh,
some
yeah,
Japanese YouTuber try to do it?
Yeah. So have you seen the scene in Baki? I think it's the second season.
Yeah.
Where like he gets like poisoned or whatever, and he like gets really skinny.
Oh yeah, that was after the slapping guy, right?
Yeah. And then Detsukayo gets like, all right, I know how to revive him, and he gets this like 10-liter bucket of water and 10 kilograms of sugar, and he's like, drink it.
And it somehow revives
And
him.
then it somehow revives him. And I saw this Japanese.
I mean, it's anime, so it kind of makes sense to utilize that. I mean, it might be a bit odd, it might be a bit weird, but I mean, if it works, it works, I guess. Like, I don't see the issue with that. Son, sleep with her. Be a man moment, true.
YouTuber was like, I wonder if you can do that in real life. And so he literally got like a bucket of water, 10 liters, put 10 kilograms of sugar in it, and started drinking it. He maybe got like 1/50th of the way and just like threw up. It's like, can confirm, does not work in real life.
Just gives you diabetes, man.
Literally just died.
Instant diabetes. Oh my god.
Yeah, I noticed you do a lot of like. Okay, let's talk about.
Diabetes type 5 or something, I don't know. Stomachs is definitely accepted 20 out of 10. Interesting.
Moby Huge for a second. How did that become like a meme?
I saw it on Amazon.
You saw it on Amazon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Amazon.
What were you looking
Wait,
up?
what do you mean? You don't just see that on Amazon?
Well, because they give you like the recommended based on things you bought, and like I bought dildos before, usually from Adam and Eve, but Amazon had some.
That's interesting. That was the sex doll, if I remember correctly, that he bought. Because yeah, the man bought dildos before for whatever reason. But they also, like, in his warehouse, they melted away because of the intense heat.
Weird stuff, so
Okay.
I bought from there. They recommended Moby Huge at some point. I was like, wow, that's kind of nuts. It turns out FaZe Jev had one at some point, so then I got to see it in his video before ordering. I was like, that's
good.
pretty good.
Actually, not. That's not a sex doll. That was something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then $600 later, got a Moby Huge, never looked back. It's great.
I gotta ask, why did you go through a phase of buying dildos?
Yeah,
And,
why?
I'm like,
That was probably like a huge dildo from the way it looked.
Oh, I mean, no one else was brave enough to test like what are they capable of besides just like putting them in your butthole. Like I needed to see, can we make a car out of it?
yeah.
There's no way. That is wild. That is wild. That is what they turned it into a car. That is wild.
Can we hit pinatas with it? Like I had to test it.
I think that's why people really enjoy your stuff. It's like
Yeah.
you ask the questions that no one wanted answers for.
Too afraid to answer.
Yeah.
Maybe even that. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's a better way of phrasing it.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about buying some of like the weird shit from Japan? Because there's a lot of fucking weird
We
shit
bought
in Japan.
an ovipositor. I don't think it was from Japan though, but that's the egg.
A what?
Oh, you guys don't know ovipositors,
No.
eh?
No.
It's a so it's like a pseudo dildo, but it's really spongy and flexible, and it's like an alien wiener. But it has egg inserts, so you can push like a lubed egg through. So when you insert it, you can put eggs into yourself.
What the fuck? That exists?
It's pretty cool. So we got those.
Oh
How
man.
many?
We got 3. We got it.
Why?
Do you remember what they were called, Danny? I'm sorry to bring you in like this, but they had cool names. It was like the Shakishu. The
was the long.
yeah, the Shakushu was like the long, really.
Is this like a fetish?
The florp was the great one.
Is this a fetish?
Yeah.
People are into like the egg being
The ovipositor community.
There's a community?
community.
How
Yeah,
toxic
man.
are they?
Yeah,
I think they're just happy to see their
this
product.
review was dishonest about the flop. I'm fuming. I'm going to make a 4-hour podcast exposing them. Oh my god.
Those were so cool. They were great.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Thank you that you sent this in. Wow, that's great. Just, I don't know, this is weird as fuck.
Yeah, so but like speaking of which, like, you know, including the Moby Dick and everything. Oh, not Moby Dick, Moby Huge. Like, you upload twice a day?
Usually, yeah, but one of them's usually just stream highlights, from,
Yeah.
like whether I'm playing a game or going over like a goofy topic, and then the other one will be a video I sit down.
So
and
like,
make.
yeah, so like one question I want to ask, like, just as a fellow content creator, is how do you not get burnout?
I think it's just from doing different things. There was absolutely a time like just doing game.
How do you not get burnout? I don't know if I have burnout. I just do. I just do, whether I like it or not, whether I'm interested or not, whether I feel like it or not, I just do. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just discipline straight up. Because I have streamed 6 hours every single day for like over 100 days. I think probably like 120 days or something? I think so. For 6 hours every single day. Burnout is not a thing. I don't know. Maybe because I'm enjoying this so much that I just don't care. Like, I enjoy this so much I don't give a rat's ass about it. Maybe it's just me. But I don't know. When I heard of it for the first time, I was shocked too, but now I'm embracing the weirdness. I can see that. So I don't know, it's probably just like straight up being very dedicated and disciplined to doing this. See how far it's got me. I quadrupled. No. Like I have almost 5 times the subs I had from like last year, June. So I guess it works.
Game playing commentary. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is getting kind of the
You
same.
started out doing Halo, right?
I started back, like initially I started in 07 and it was Gears of War.
Oh,
Right,
So
right,
those were the first videos I like made myself.
07.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
And then it was Gears of War, and then I transitioned Gears of War to Halo. Then around 2010 I started doing fun tactics for Battlefield, which was the first commentaries. And then from there, gameplay commentaries that, you know, always fun, but started to get a
Yeah.
little stale. So then started doing like infomercial dubs. And
I remember the infomercial
Yep.
dubs
Yeah.
as well.
I remember how I started. So I originally started with non-voiced Monster Hunter gameplay, then switched eventually to like Let's Plays, like The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. The Minish Cap was my very first Let's Play in German. Eventually, I just started doing like Dokkan Battle content in German. That didn't, and like other gacha game content. Then I around 2017, 2018, I started doing like I started doing Dokkan content. Then I took like a break for an entire year and just uploaded short Koromon videos of my shiny Koromon. And then I started doing Dokkan Battle videos in English. Then I switched to around 2024 in March or April or June. June, May, something like June and May, I started doing VTubing.
So I just always kept trying to spin new content to keep it fresh. I feel
And now we're here.
like if you stay in one niche for too long, it gets a little stale
It's hard to
for
get out of
you.
the niche.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
exactly.
been there, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely been there.
I mean, his name's the Anime Man, and he doesn't watch anime anymore. So
I haven't made anime content like over a year.
Well, I think that's the way to do it, though, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't want to force yourself to make something.
No,
because
exactly.
then it's not fun for the audience.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keep going, poker. Yeah, thank you. Switching to English must have helped a bigger audience. Yep, that is also true. Like, Dokkan Battle is too small for, like, a big audience, because, like, the biggest content creator in Germany is, like, 80k subs. The game is just really small here. But yeah, I eventually started growing. Especially around the VTubing time, I started growing. I think, like, for shiny hunting, it can get stale. It can get stale. Though, I have to say, since I'm playing also other JRPGs during stream, it doesn't get too stale. Also, I'm touching just other stuff to shiny hunt in as well, which does make it less scale. Just don't have to see the same Pokemon over and over.
Not fun
Yeah.
for you.
Absolutely.
But why 2 videos a day?
I just have a lot.
Do you ever feel like, fuck, I really want to make this video, but I just don't have time to invest into it?
No, I always have plenty of time to do stuff. Like if it's
That's
a bigger
insane.
project, always make sure to allocate time.
bro, please
It's
teach
not-
me.
Yeah, right.
Teach
Like
me.
you must have like time management skills
Well,
through.
yeah,
the
but when you say like
roof.
bigger project, I just imagine bigger dildos. That's just, you're like, you've got bigger projects in the
Bigger projects, bigger dildos. That's wild. I look at this and I'm like, my biggest project that I worked on was Pokemon XG. Work-wise. And now Blaze Black 2 Redux is my biggest project. After that, I will not touch another Pokemon game though. I must touch something else. I must do something else, cause man, I'm getting tired of. I'm probably throw in a mid project between like 300 shiny Pokemon. I think I'm gonna go back to Koromon. I'm gonna catch some shinies there and finish up the rest. I think that's what I'm gonna do to keep it fresh for my mind. But yeah, I also do 2 reaction videos a day, 2 Pokemon videos a day, and I want to do 2 shorts a day. I think that's a good plan.
work. You're like
Yeah.
making a 7-foot dildo.
Yeah, this one's out of marble.
Yeah. If there's one thing I want to see you make a video on, it's featured in one of Joey's video. But do you know what Tenga is?
Yeah.
So there's this Tenga that is basically like an Iron Maiden.
Oh my god.
That
Oh
is
my
basically
God.
like how heavy was it again, Joe?
It's 15 kilograms, so it's like what 25, 30 pounds. Or
30
something
pounds.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's basically it's like a steel case for your Tenga, and the sole purpose of it is so that you can work out while you jack off.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What? That is wild. That is wild. This is pretty weird.
So it's like a shake weight almost.
It's like a shake weight, yeah.
But like, if you dropped it, it would probably.
Oh, it would,
It would,
snap stick,
yeah, destroy your day.
So
basically.
you're not going for any
But like Tenga
records.
has like so many. Like I did a video with Gaunt where we tested out like all the Tengas that they have at the Tenga headquarters, and they have so many weird ones.
They have a vending machine for them now, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They have like mechs. So like they have the Tenga and it transforms into like a mech.
Yeah, it's like a Tenga.
I
Wait, into a mech? What the fuck?
I don't know. But you can't actually fuck the Tenga. It's just like a toy that is in the shape of a Tenga that can turn into a mech. I don't know why. Japan is just,
Tenga's just one of those companies where it's just like, should we make it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
the answer is yes.
Yeah,
before,
the answer is yes.
Before why.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. I can
Yeah,
respect
absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
But no, what's some of like the weirdest contraptions you've like found? Because your dad makes some weird contraptions
does.
that you've shown that are in your studio right now.
Yeah, so my dad likes to make goofy stuff, so he made the Moby Huge into the go-kart, you guys saw that.
The dad made it? That is a base dad. I like his dad already. Yeah, goofy stuff with that. I can see that.
Yeah.
He's made the automatic ass wiping robot, which it doesn't
An automatic ass wiping robot? What the fuck? That's great. That is great.
Work, it just like peels your ass off.
Wait,
basically.
how does that work?
So he got a rotating motor, and he put like
What the fuck? That is that's rough, buddy.
a scrubber on it. So instead of toilet paper, it's just like a scrubber to scrub your ass. But it goes so fast that you can't use it. You'd hurt yourself.
I just feel like a bidet solves this.
Yeah, he does it just for the joke of it. He doesn't actually want to use them.
He's like, son, I just think, yeah, a few more iterations and we get to go.
I think my V2 it'll work.
I think he should rename it to the hemorrhoid machine. It's probably the one.
He's like that one crazy dad that like does like in some TV shows that just does like crazy inventions and stuff, and he works on something and then eventually he finds something and it turns out to be like world-ending, world-destroying, like a crazy scientist. I could see that.
I think it'll get you.
Shave like pieces of your ass.
Piece of your ass off.
Dr. Domenschmerz. I see that. The tear your butt apart inator. That's crazy. That is not to wipe that. That's it's to wipe it off clean.
Oh,
It's like your ass too fat. All right, get on that thing, man. Shave some off.
I don't know what the weirdest thing I've ever seen would be, though. I'd have to really think.
Was there one thing where you looked at it and you're like, this is too weird to turn into a video?
Yeah, it wasn't in the back building. I don't know if we got rid of it, but we had 32 pounds of pussy and ass. It was this.
What? What? What the fuck? How many pounds of pussy and ass?
hold on.
Giant.
Hold on, pause.
Okay.
Explain.
So there's a local chain called the Todd, which is just normal sex shop, but they had something called 32 pounds of pussy and ass.
Yeah.
And it's just this giant ass and pussy. And our idea was to do a toilet paper tier list by smudging chocolate on it and wiping it.
That's the worst. That's too weird. 32 pounds of what? Where did they get that? The black market? It's literally just a sex toy. That is wild.
To see which was the most absorbent. It was Danny's idea, and we couldn't do it because the pussy and ass are it's too fat. Like you can't actually show it.
It is too fat. You can't show it. That is wild. That is wild. The weirdest thing that I contemplated uploading was just a recent one. It was the r/inbreeding video. I was like really contemplating, should I really post this? But then it was just too good to not post it.
Do you have this here?
I think it's still there. I don't
You
know
gotta put
where
on the R-shaped machine, right?
It's too dummy thick.
How big? Like, okay, could you with your hands?
Yeah,
how big
it's
is it?
this big. It's like it would sit in your lap comfortably.
That is massive. You know what else is massive? That is terrible. That's wild.
It's big. It's gelatinous. It jiggles.
Yeah.
It's big. It's gelatinous. He's talking about Latina booty.
It makes cool noises like when you slap it.
I assume that. Somebody would have used that for ASMR. I can smell it.
What is it?
Oh, it's like $80. It was,
$80.
That's cheap.
I thought
What
it
the
was a lot.
silicon costs.
Yeah.
How high? Oh, 300.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Was it? What am I thinking of for 80? We definitely.
Some other fucked up
I
thing.
just imagine you go to the store, you just like fucking negotiating with the guy.
Yeah,
Best
haggling.
I can do. Best I can do is $10.
280.
Who else is gonna buy 32 pounds of pussy and ass? Like,
I'll take 6 Moby Huges right now with a
Yeah.
20% discount.
I'll get them out of your store.
He goes, I'll take
The funny part is like the 32 pounds of pussy and ass. I'm almost like when I hear that, I'm almost dying. It's crazy.
your entire stuff.
All the sex stores just know you by name locally. You're like, yeah, hi Jolly, how you
Oh
doing,
shit,
man?
here he comes.
Is this just the shit that happens in Florida?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Todd sells plenty. They have lower ones, like if lower models, they have 20 pounds of pussy and ass. They
Right.
have 10. Like, you know, they have.
Yeah, small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
Small, medium, and large. like you're ordering fries or something or Coke.
They have sizes, but
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to the Wumbo like we did.
So where did this obsession with like the sex toy start? Just because it just seemed fun?
Just because
Dumb.
no one else was really getting goofy
Yeah.
with it, I thought it'd just be a fun piece of
Because
content.
I mean, you know, YouTube normally would crack down.
Yeah,
on
does
it.
that kind of content get like age restricted or demonetized?
Some of it does. Some of it doesn't even get demonetized, but some of it does get age restricted if you get like really
I
egregious
wonder
with
what
it.
the YouTube algorithm just thinks these items are.
I don't know.
That was a good video. That was a good recommendation. Thank you. That was wild. So it literally is just yeah, I could see bad things happening. I really do wonder, like the YouTube algorithm just looks through these and it's like, Anyways, nothing bad to see here.